Dear soul, today, something very special is about to be revealed. An invisible force has led you to this message for a reason much greater than you can imagine. There's something being hidden from you, something that, if revealed, can completely transform the course of your love life. The angels are restless. They asked me urgently to warn you, with affection, but also with firmness. This person you think or feel is not being completely honest with herself, nor with you. And what lies behind this silence may be exactly what's missing for your heart to find the peace it seeks. Have you ever felt someone looking at you, admiring you, but when it came time to act, they hid behind excuses? Have you ever had the impression that an important person in your life seemed to be hiding a secret? That even when they were close, they carried something inside their chest that was never fully said? This is not your imagination. The angels confirm this feeling has a basis, and what I'm about to reveal next may change everything. This person carries within them a truth they haven't had the courage to share. Out of pride? Perhaps. Out of fear? Probably. But the reality is that what they hide has a direct impact on you. They are in conflict, and this conflict doesn't only concern what they feel, but also past decisions that prevent them from living in the present with fullness. There's a constant attempt to block true emotions, to deny the importance you have in their life. But the angels show that this is about to come to light, and when it happens, your life will never be the same again. Perhaps now you're wondering, but why doesn't this person speak the truth right away? The answer is painful, but necessary. They don't feel ready to deal with the consequences of what they feel for you. They believe deep down that revealing this can destabilize everything they've tried to build. This person is afraid of losing you. And incredibly, it's exactly this fear that makes them stay silent. But the angels show that this silence is beginning to hurt more than any truth. Have you noticed that certain coincidences in your life are not mere coincidences? Why do certain memories insist on returning when you try to forget? Why do dreams about this person appear at unexpected moments? Why does your heart race with just one word from them? This happens because you are energetically connected, and even without words, your soul already knows that there's something bigger between you, something that hasn't been fully lived yet. The angels show that this person often rehearses mental conversations with you. They catch themselves thinking about how good it would be to say everything they feel, admit they were wrong, or even confess something you don't imagine. But they always stop halfway. They're afraid of your reaction, afraid that you won't understand what happened, or worse, that time has erased the chance of a new beginning. But here's an important revelation. You have more power in this story than you imagine. And that's why this message has reached you. This person knows you're different. They feel it every time they think of you. No matter how much time has passed or how many other people have crossed their path, you left a mark, a living memory, something they try to hide even from themselves, but that visits them in their loneliest moments. And it's exactly there that the key to everything lies. They hide this feeling because they fear they're not worthy of it. And by doing so, they block not only their own heart, but also their love destiny. This is where the angels ask you to take a spiritual attitude. Before continuing the message, write this mantra in the comments. I deserve prosperity and I am a magnet for abundance. Now, continuing the message, this mantra will align your energy with what's coming, because the next events will deeply affect your heart. You have the right to know the truth, and more than that, you have the right to choose what to do with it. Angels are opening a portal of revelations, and the truth that this person hides is very close to emerging, not by chance, but because the universe understands that you are ready to listen, feel, and decide wisely. And if this truth is painful, angels will be by your side to comfort you. If it is liberating, they will celebrate with you. But one thing is certain, It will come, and when it comes, it will bring relief. Relief for realizing that you were not wrong to feel. Relief for understanding that it was not an illusion. Relief for knowing that your heart always knew, even when your mind tried to doubt. But that's not all. There is something even deeper happening. An energetic shift is approaching, a kind of vacuum of choices where everything can be redone. The past, as marked as it may have been, is being resignified now at this moment as you read this message. And this person will feel it. She will be taken by an intense need to speak, to open up, to free herself from the weight she carries. The question is, are you ready to hear what she has to say? The angels ask only one thing: trust in the process. You don't need to guess nor control anything, just prepare yourself. What is hidden will come to light, and you will have clarity, because the truth, even when painful, frees. And you were born to live a love that frees, that heals, that welcomes. This message reached you at the right time, but you need to act quickly. The cycle is closing. The truth is about to be born. And what it carries can completely change your loving destiny. Dear soul, there is a growing restlessness in the heart of this person, something that has been intensifying day after day, night after night. Even if she tries to go on with life, occupy time, pretend that everything is fine, thoughts return to you. And no matter how hard she tries to distract herself, there is something within her that is breaking, a secret that she keeps with so much fear. But that needs to be revealed, because hiding it any longer is like carrying a stone in her chest, heavy, silent, and inevitable. This person believes that by hiding what she feels, she is protecting you. It seems contradictory, doesn't it? But that's what the angels show. She thinks that if she tells the truth, she may hurt you or push you away, so she chooses silence. But this silence is too painful for her, and for you, because you feel it, even without knowing. You feel it in the lines, in the glances she avoids, in the short messages, in the stiff gestures. You feel that something is wrong, and now the angels confirm. You are right. Perhaps you have already wanted to ask directly, to confront, to tear the truth apart. But something holds you back. An instinct, an inner wisdom that whispers, wait a little longer. It will reveal itself. And it will, because this person's pain is becoming impossible to hide. Every day, she sees herself more trapped in a dilemma. Either she speaks what she feels and risks changing everything, or she continues to be silent and moves further and further away from you. Now, before we continue this message, write in the comments N222. I trust in what the angels are preparing for me to claim. This number carries the energy of trust, patience, and the certainty that everything is happening as planned. Dear soul, the angels show me a concrete example, something that can illustrate better what is happening with this person. Imagine a woman named Clara. She was married for many years, had a stable story, but without passion. After the divorce, she found a kind, caring man. Let's call him Henrique. Henrique was patient, caring, and gradually awakened feelings that had been asleep for decades in her. They got closer, became intimate, and lived intense moments. But Henrique, as enchanted as he was, kept something. He said he was breaking up with his ex, but the breakup never materialized. He said he needed time, but always came up with a new excuse. Smart Clara started to realize that Henrique was trapped in something, and it wasn't just the past. It was a truth he couldn't admit to himself or to anyone else. Time passed, and Henrique grew distant. But now, years later, Clara receives a message from him, a request for conversation, a confession, and then he says, I distanced myself because I was afraid to love you. And loving you meant abandoning a whole life of lies that I didn't know how to let go of. This example is symbolic because the angels show that you are also dealing with a Henrique, someone who didn't know or couldn't or didn't have the courage to deal with what he felt. And now, seeing you move on with your life, feeling your absence, this person is having an internal breakdown, emotional tension, the weight of the unsaid, the fear of losing you forever. It's all coming to the surface, but there's more. This person is preparing, even without knowing it, for a decisive choice. They are on the edge between continuing to hide or opening up and telling everything, and the angels show that you have a very important role in this process. Not to pressure, not to put yourself as someone who is waiting, but to position yourself, to demonstrate with firmness and serenity that you are ready for the truth, whatever it may be. And here, dear soul, the angels make a special request. If this message is touching your heart, consider showing your support with a thank you so much. This gesture, in addition to strengthening this chain of light, allows messages like this to reach more people who are seeking answers. And there's more. The truth that this person carries is not only about unspoken feelings. There is a choice that they made, or failed to make, that directly influences what you both could have experienced together. It may involve another person. It may involve a promise. It may involve an insecurity that was born long before you appeared in their life. But now, it doesn't matter anymore because the present is screaming. The moment of silence is coming to an end, and the angels are about to intervene. When this happens, be prepared. It may come through an unexpected message, a late-night call, a sudden encounter, but it will come. And with it, your chance to rewrite your love story, once and for all, because what this person is hiding has to do with your destiny. And what the universe is preparing is a turning point, a watershed moment. But beware, the angels warn me that when this truth is revealed, you will have a choice to make. You can welcome this person if you feel there is still room for rebuilding. Or you can bless them, thank them for everything, and move on in peace. In either case, the liberation will be yours. The pain will turn into relief. And the relief will turn into satisfaction for having listened to your intuition, for having waited patiently, for having put yourself first. Dear soul, all of this is happening now for a reason. Because you have matured. Because your heart no longer accepts half measures. Because your spirit is ready for love that comes with truth, with commitment, with reciprocity. The angels celebrate this new phase, and it begins when you say, I deserve to live the love that belongs to me. Write this sentence in a special place today. Keep it as a key, because you are about to open a new door. Want to know something? The angels are sending you a special sign. Your lucky number for today is 6. Write in the comments, I receive the energy of angels. My lucky number is 6 and I am blessed. I send love and protection to the person I like and love so much. If this message touched your heart, show your support with a thank you so much, and help spread this message of light to other people who need it. You've ever stopped to think why some people seem frozen in time, as if they lived trapped in decisions that were never resolved, in feelings they never had the courage to live fully? Angels show that this is exactly what is happening to this person. She stopped at the moment she stopped telling the truth. And since then, everything she does is an attempt, often unconscious, to compensate for the choice she didn't have the courage to make. This person may seem fine, busy, moving, but what she shows on the outside doesn't match what she feels on the inside. Her silence is a disguise. Behind each indifferent attitude there is a deep fear, the fear of losing you forever. And it's not just any fear. It's the one that squeezes your chest in the middle of the night when the world is quiet and all that's left are memories. Your memories. Angels show me that this person relives moments with you in thought, as if she could change the past. She remembers the first smile, the conversations that seemed endless, the small gestures that only you did. And do you know what else hurts her? The doubt. What if I had done differently? This question became a constant echo in her mind. And now she knows she can't run away from it anymore. She will need to act. But before taking any action, this person is being led to a very intense spiritual process. Angels are stirring her structure inside. They are removing masks, confronting the lies she told herself and others, and this deconstruction hurts. But it is necessary, because only after stripping herself of everything that is false, she will be able to present herself to you with the truth, naked, raw, real. And here, the angels reveal something very strong. This person will look for you. It may be by message, by call, or even in person, but it won't be just any conversation. She will come loaded with emotion, with words choked for a long time, and with a request that you are not expecting. But before that happens, you need to prepare yourself spiritually. Before continuing the message, if you are not yet subscribed to the channel, take advantage to subscribe. This helps us continue creating meaningful content for you. Now, continuing the message. You may be wondering, but why only now? Angels explain that everything has a maturation time. You matured, you healed, you grew, but this person is just beginning to wake up. She lived anesthetized, trying to fill the voids with distractions, shallow relationships, obligations that don't really fulfill her. But none of these things managed to stifle the truth that screamed inside. And this truth is, she never forgot. This person keeps an object, a song, a photo, a memory that she avoids looking at, but that is there intact, like a wound that hasn't healed. And every time she faces it, her heart races, her throat closes, and the feeling of regret sets in like a shadow, because deep down she knows she lost something valuable, and that maybe she won't be able to recover it. But angels say there is still time. The time of truth is coming, and you need to be strong to hear what comes. Because this truth doesn't come alone. It comes accompanied by tears, longing, memories that still hurt, and perhaps requests for forgiveness. And here lies the turning point. You will be able to choose, stay, start over, or go on, but without guilt, without doubts, with clarity. And to help you align with this energy, the angels ask that you take a deep breath now. Close your eyes for a few seconds and mentalize this phrase. I am worthy of truth. I receive only what is good for me. My heart is protected by light. This phrase is a spiritual armor that will help you stay strong in the coming days. Dear soul, you can't imagine how your presence shook this person. She may not have said it, but you made her rethink her entire life. You activated a part of her that was asleep. You showed that true love exists, and even if she ran away, ignored, or remained silent, now she understands. She understands that true love doesn't hide, it doesn't delay, it doesn't get lost. And do you know what's even more beautiful in all this? It's that even with all the doubts you carried, with all the pain you felt, you didn't lose your essence. You continue to be light. You continue to believe. And that's why the angels are rewarding you with this clarity now. Because you deserve answers. You deserve peace. You deserve a love that sees you, chooses you, and claims you. But that's not all. There's something even deeper happening. The universe is moving paths, conversations, reunions, and when this person reappears, she will come differently. More mature, more open, more conscious, because the angels have worked on her, and you will feel it in her gaze. The truth will be in her eyes, and this time there will be no hiding. But here's the most important point. You need to be anchored in yourself. Don't let neediness speak for you. Don't let yourself be guided by emotional urgency. Be the guide of your own life, because now the game has changed, and it's you who will decide. And the angels say, if you feel it's time to start over, let it be with love, calm, and respect. But if you feel it's no longer possible, that what happened broke something irreversible, go in peace, without anger, without guilt, with gratitude for the lesson. Because one way or another, you will come out of this story stronger than ever. Now the angels have a gift for you. Today's lucky number is 4. Write in the comments, I receive the energy of the angels. My lucky number is 4 and I'm blessed. I send love and protection to the person I like and love so much. If this message touched your heart, show your affection with a thank you so much and help this light reach other souls who need it as much as you do. Dear soul, there's something you need to understand with all your heart. The pain that a person caused you, whether through absence, lies, or silence, does not define your worth. That pain was indeed real, but it was not in vain. It was part of a larger process where the angels shaped you, polished you, and prepared you for something far beyond what you imagined. And now they say the time for forgiveness has come, but not a fragile forgiveness made from the outside in. A deep forgiveness born from the soul that breaks invisible chains and frees you from everything that still binds you to the past. This person hid more than feelings. She hid fears, hid wrong decisions. She even hid her own shame for having hurt you. Many times she preferred to ignore you rather than having to face the disappointment she caused, but by doing so, she created an abyss within herself, and the angels show that this abyss is now demanding its price. Regret has become a daily companion. She carries inside her chest a guilt that she tries to hide, but that is beginning to overflow. Maybe you never received an apology. Maybe you waited for answers that never came. Maybe you cried entire nights for someone who pretended to be fine, but who inside was also in pieces. And the angels say, you deserve to hear the truth. But before it reaches you, another liberation needs to happen. The liberation of your own heart. Yes, forgive, but forgive the right way. Forgiving is not accepting everything again. It's not about forgetting what happened. It's not about allowing someone to hurt you again. Forgiving is releasing the rope that keeps you tied to that story. It's stepping out of the victim role and reclaiming your power. It's looking at everything that happened and saying, it wasn't fair, it hurt, but now I choose to move forward lightly. That's why the angels invite you now. Write in the comments a list of people, including yourself, that you would like to forgive. Visualize each one of them, send love and say, I forgive you and I release you. May peace be with you. Feel the lightness and freedom that forgiveness brings. Repeat this practice every day to strengthen your inner peace and release. Anxiety, dear soul, this person also needs to forgive themselves. And that's one of the reasons why they haven't had the courage to reach out to you yet. The weight of guilt prevents them. They're afraid to look into your eyes and see everything that was broken. They're afraid that you'll say, it's too late. But the angels show that despite everything, the bond between you still exists. There's still an invisible thread connecting your souls. And that thread vibrates, pulses every time you think about them, and they think about you. This person is being carried by a current of reflections. They're reliving scenes that seemed forgotten. They're beginning to understand what their presence really meant, what they really lost, and this is leading them to a breaking point. The angels say that something is about to break within them, a wall, a blockage, an old resistance. And when that happens, they will come to you, not on impulse, but consciously. But here's the most beautiful part of all this. You don't have to wait to be happy. Your healing can begin now, at this very moment, with the simple act of letting go of what no longer serves you. This person may have hurt you, but they no longer have the power to define your happiness. That power is in your hands. You deserve to live love lightly, without games, without fear, without secrets. You deserve a love that arrives in full, that sees you completely, that chooses you clearly. and the angels say that this love is already on its way. It may be this person, if they decide to truly transform, or it may be a new soul, ready to love you the way you deserve. But for this love to arrive, space needs to be made, space in the mind, space in the heart, space in the soul. And this space is only created when you let go of what's old, when you surrender, when you trust. And here's an important reminder. From the angels, you're not alone. They're with you, embracing you in silence, guiding you with love, wiping away the tears that you never showed anyone. This phase of your love life is reaching a critical point. You're being tested, challenged to step out of pain and choose love, but not just any love, self-love, because it's the one that paves the way for all others. And when this person reaches out to you, and they will, you'll be ready. Not as someone desperate for answers, but as a woman who is secure in herself, who has already forgiven herself, who has already freed herself and is ready to hear the truth with her head held high. Dear soul, what the angels show me is beautiful. You will smile again. You will love again. You will trust again, but this time with maturity, with clarity, with wisdom. Because everything you went through made you grow, and today you are a stronger, more intuitive, more powerful version of yourself. And do you want to know more? Your spirituality is already preparing the reunion. The angels are moving behind the scenes, knocking down walls, creating opportunities. And it all starts here with your yes to forgiveness, with your surrender, with your courage to close cycles. If this message resonated with your heart, right now, I free myself from pain and open myself to true love. This phrase is your key. Keep it with love. Use it whenever fear wants to return, because now you already know the one who commands your heart is you. Dear soul, today the angels whisper strongly in your spiritual ear, now is the time. It's not just any hour, it's the exact moment when everything starts falling into place. The scattered pieces, the confused feelings, the signs you've been ignoring, now everything begins to make sense. But for this to happen, you need to be open. Not with fear, not with anxiety, but with a calm and attentive heart. Because the truth is approaching, and it won't come quietly. This person who hides so much, who seems to go through life as if nothing had happened, is crumbling inside. And the angels show something very powerful. She has already tried to move forward, tried to distance herself, forget, even fill the space you left with another presence. But all this was in vain, because what was built between you two doesn't fade with distance, it doesn't erase with time, because it was real, and what's real comes back. This person tried to silence her own heart, but now her heart screams. And the loudest scream is this: I need to tell the truth. But what truth is this? The angels reveal that it's not just the I still love you, although that feeling is present. It's something more delicate, more internal, more human. She regrets not being clear, of having confused you, of having made you wait, of having left without explaining. Do you know that kind of pain that we hold on to because we don't know how to express it? That's exactly what she feels. And that pain has a name: guilt. She may not show it, may pretend she's fine, but the angels reveal her conscience is not at peace, because somewhere inside her there's the certainty that she hurt you, and that she lost something that she might never find again, someone like you. But there's something surprising happening, something that completely changes the game. This person is beginning to see her own life crumble in areas that seemed solid before. Nothing is working as before. Broken relationships, questionable decisions, emptiness in the chest, even surrounded by people. The angels say, this is not punishment. It's a call for true repentance, for the truth to be told. And here, a detail that the angels ask you to understand with kindness. This person is not bad. She's lost. She didn't know how to deal with the feeling. She didn't know how to recognize the blessing that was having you close. And now, she lives with the consequences of that. But the angels also show that this pain is being transformed. Inside her, a new courage is being born, a courage that can lead her to you. This courage will come in a simple gesture, maybe an audio message, a note, a look. But this gesture will bring something you've been waiting for a long time. Recognition. The confirmation that you weren't crazy, that you didn't exaggerate, that everything you felt was real. And this, dear soul, will be like a balm for your heart, a relief so great that you will feel your body react. Because hearing the truth heals, frees, guides. But be careful. With this truth will also come the responsibility of deciding. Dad, angels say that you will be put in a position of choice. And this choice won't be easy, because the heart will vibrate, the memory will pulse, but you will need to listen to your essence, and your essence will say, calmly and wisely, does this still serve me? Don't be afraid of the answer. It will come with clarity, and it will come at the right time. Because the angels are preparing the emotional environment for you to make this decision with love, not with neediness, with maturity, not with impulsiveness, with light, not with attachment. And in that moment, something very beautiful happens. You return to yourself. And when a woman returns to herself, she becomes magnetic, untouchable, unshakable. That's what the angels want for you. That you no longer depend on the other's choice to feel loved, that your peace is not kidnapped by doubt, that your value does not depend on an external answer, because true love begins within. This person still loves you, yes, but they also need to learn to deserve you. They need to rebuild themselves to be able to offer you a healthy love, and the angels are taking care of that. They're working on their soul, pulling out pride, breaking down blocks, illuminating wounds, and when they come, and they will come, you will recognize it in their gaze. They are no longer the same. But the question now is not just whether they have changed. It's whether you still want them, whether you still feel it, and that answer is there inside, quietly waiting to emerge. Give yourself that time, that listening, that freedom. Now the angels whisper a promise. You will be surprised. The universe will bring to you a situation, a conversation, a very clear sign, something that will confirm everything. It may be something they say, it may be a dream, it may be such an exact synchronicity that you will feel your heart race. In that moment, just smile, because it will be the answer from heaven saying, you were right all along. And here, dear soul, the angels ask me to remind you of something essential. You deserve to hear, forgive me. You deserve to hear, I choose you. But above all, you deserve to hear from your own soul, I am enough. That is your new starting point. And when that truth settles within you, nothing more will be able to shake you. If this message touched your heart, write in the comments, I accept the truth that sets me free and trust in what is to come. This act activates an energy of clarity in your life. And remember, you are not alone. We are here connected, guided by the angels. Dear soul, what I am about to reveal to you now may completely change the way you see this person, and also the way you see yourself. There is something happening behind the scenes of their heart that you still don't know, something that the angels are showing me very clearly at this moment, and it's urgent that you know, because this truth, still hidden, may be the key to a new stage in your love life, a stage that is lighter, truer, more yours. This person hid feelings, yes, but they also hid wounds, old wounds that were born long before you appeared in their life. Maybe they grew up learning that showing love is weakness. Maybe they were taught to protect themselves with silence. Maybe they went through losses that made them believe that love always ends badly. And so, they learned to protect themselves from emotions, including those they felt for you. But no one can run away from what they feel for very long. And now, that feeling that they tried to hide is turning into an internal avalanche. Every time they see your name, your image, or hear your voice, even in thought, something within them trembles. It's as if their heart screams, "I can't ignore it anymore." And the angels say, "They will act." But be careful, dear soul. When they come, you need to be ready. Not ready to suffer again, but ready to put yourself first. To say, "I'm here but with boundaries." Because someone who has been hurt has the right to demand security, clarity, commitment. And now, more than ever, you need to remember who you are. You are a woman who survived absence, doubt, silence, who held back tears in her pillow while pretending to be fine for others, who believed in love even when everything seemed to say otherwise. You are strong, but more than that, you are precious. And the love that comes to you from now on needs to reflect that. That's why the angels are preparing you for a new beginning. And perhaps, dear soul, that new beginning is not with this person. Perhaps it's with someone new, who already sees you, even without you realizing it. Someone who prays for you in silence, who feels your absence even without ever having touched you, because yes, the universe works in mysterious ways. And the love that belongs to you is being guided to you, whether by reconciliation or by substitution, but it's coming, and it's coming strong. Now, the angels ask for a gesture from you. Share this message with 2 loved ones who need hope and faith. Let's build a chain of love and mutual support together. Because when we share light, it multiplies, and the energy you send to others returns to you doubled and more. Leave a comment with a prayer for your guardian angel. He has been by your side all this time, protecting your heart, giving you signs, carrying you through the nights when you thought about giving up. He deserves this affection, and this prayer will strengthen the bond between you even more. Dear soul, the angels reveal a very touching scene. This person sitting alone, holding the cell phone, looking at your name on the screen, and hesitating. She writes, erases, writes again, sighs, because fear still paralyzes her. The fear of not being received, the fear that you have moved on. But the angels are pressing her heart, and this contact will happen very soon. You will feel it, you will know, because energy does not lie. But now, more than waiting for this moment, you need to take care of yourself, return to yourself, look in the mirror and say, "I am enough. I deserve light love. I am someone's choice, not an option." The angels want you to engrave this phrase within you, because what is coming requires a new posture from you, a new woman, a new version, more secure, more connected, more at peace. You may be wondering, but how will I know if this love is still worth it? And the angels respond, you will feel it, not in anxiety. It will be in calmness, not in neediness. It will be in certainty, because true love does not confuse. It pacifies. It does not cause fear. It brings security. This person may have changed, and if they have changed, they will come with actions, with presence, with truth, without detours, without excuses, without half-truths. And if they do not come this way, then it is no longer meant to be. And that's okay, because now you will no longer beg for crumbs. Now you want the full banquet. And the angels celebrate this with you. They applaud your growth, your self-love, your emotional evolution, and they say, life will surprise you. It may be with an unexpected message, a casual encounter, a revealing dream, but the answer is coming. And it will come to free you forever from doubt, because the phase of I don't know is over. Now begins the phase of I deserve. Dear soul, do not fear what is to come, because what is to come was made to measure for you. Not perfect, but true. And true is always better than idealized. So from now on, walk with more firmness, smile, with more lightness, and trust more in your intuition, because it knows. it always knew. And now, more than ever, it will guide you accurately to the right choice. If this message touched your heart, write in the comments, "I am light, I deserve reciprocity, and I am ready to live the right love." And remember, share with 2 people and leave your prayer for your angel. Let's spread this healing together. Dear soul, there are moments in life when everything seems to fall silent. Not the silence of peace, but that silence filled with unanswered questions. The type of silence that weighs, that bothers, that seems to shout inside the chest. And now, have you ever felt this? The feeling of waiting for something that may not come anymore. The angels show me that this has been your feeling for a long time, and that it has shaped layers of your soul that you didn't even notice. You got used to not getting an answer, to not having explanations, to picking up the pieces alone, and yet you continued. You built life around the absence of that person. You relearned to smile even feeling homesick. That is strength. That is courage. But now the angels say you no longer need to fight alone. The truth, the one that seemed so far away, is coming your way with force. And it will not come in a confusing way. It will not come with doubts or hesitations. She will come with clarity, with definition. Because the universe understands that you deserve this, deserve a closure or a new beginning, but not more of this eternity of almost. This person, she felt your lack of truth, and it shook her more than she herself imagined. She realized over time that the problem was never you. It was her, she who didn't know what to do with what she felt. She who lacked emotional structure to deal with the greatness of the connection. She who sabotaged herself out of fear of surrendering, out of fear of repeating old pains. The angels show me scenes where this person almost reached out to you, days when she picked up the phone and had your number open, but hesitated, situations where she wrote entire texts and never sent them, conversations with friends where she spoke of you with longing, with regret, but always said, "Now it's too late." And the angels say, no, it's not too late, not when the heart still beats truly for someone. But there is a question that needs to be asked now. And you, do you still want it? The angels want you to look inside with honesty and answer without masks, because the return of this person will no longer be a game, it will be a portal. And by crossing that portal, something will be left behind, and something new will be built. You need to decide, do you want to continue where you left off, trying to correct the past? Or do you want something completely new with another soul, with another vibration, with other possibilities? Both answers are valid, but it is important that this choice comes from your truth, and not from lack, from intuition, and not from fear of being alone. The angels show that your energy is changing. You are no longer the woman who waited to be chosen. Now you are the one who chooses. And this change is felt by everyone around you, including this person. She feels that she has lost space, that she no longer has the same control, that now if she wants to be with you, she will have to come whole, true, willing to grow together. And that scares her, because it requires effort. It requires emotional responsibility. It requires presence, but it's also what attracts her, because deep down she always knew that you were different, that you carried a light that no one else carries, that your presence was more than company. It was healing. Dear soul, the angels tell me that you are very close to a choice that will change everything. In the next few days, something will happen. An unexpected conversation, a very vivid dream, or even a reunion. And when that happens, you will feel time stop. Because at that moment, the past, present, and future will all be in front of you. And you will need to choose, but do not fear, because you will not be alone. Your guardian angel will be with you. He will give you a sign. He will show you through sensations, words, looks what is right. Trust. You have been through so much. You have overcome tests that no one saw. Now it's time to be rewarded. If you decide to give this person another chance, the angels ask that you establish clear boundaries, that you speak of what you feel, but without giving up your dignity, that you welcome, but without carrying, that you are with her, but not out of fear of being without her, and yes, for true love, conscious and reciprocal. And if you feel that this story is no longer yours, it's okay too. Go with love, go with peace, because the angels are already aligning a new connection for you, a ready soul, a mature soul, a soul that will not come with confusion, but with clarity. But there is something you can do now to strengthen this process. Confirm your commitment to your own truth. Write in the comments, I choose what is good for me. I receive what is real. I am ready for the right love. This affirmation is an activation code. It opens the way to decisions aligned with your essence, for relationships based on truth, not on need. Dear soul, the angels say that soon everything will make sense. The tears you shed in silence will be understood. The time you waited will be honored, and all that seemed lost will be redefined. There's no turning back to who you were. Now there's only a path of light, of truth, of pure love, and it is along this path that you will be guided. If this message touched your heart, take a deep breath, close your eyes for a few seconds, and say to yourself, I allow myself to live a new story, without fear, without haste, with love. Dear soul, now that the truth has come closer to you, there's no turning back. What was hidden has come to light. What was suffocated has found space to breathe, and what was undefined has finally begun to clarify. The angels show me that the energy around you is different, cleaner, firmer. You no longer accept halves, and that changes everything. This person feels it. They perceive subtly that something in you has changed, that you are no longer the woman who split herself to fit into emotional crumbs. Now you are occupying your entire space with dignity, with self-love, and above, all with clarity. This clarity that the other person still doesn't have completely, but needs to learn if they want to walk by your side. Their confusion continues to be present, but now mixed with fear. Fear of losing you forever. Fear of seeing you in someone else's arms. Fear of trying to relive what you both experienced, only to find that you are no longer there. And the angels say, this fear is real, and it is pushing this person to confront their own truth. Perhaps you have no idea how much you impacted this soul. Perhaps you think it was just another story, another phase, but it wasn't. You were a turning point, a change of course, an emotional earthquake that she tried to ignore and now realizes is impossible, because it wasn't a passenger. It was transformative. But here's something that needs to be said with all the kindness and truth. You don't need to wait for her. You don't need to pause your life, your heart, your peace, waiting for a gesture that may take longer than you deserve. The angels are guiding you to a new phase, and this phase requires movement, clarity, and decision. You can welcome this person when they arrive, or you can look into their eyes and say, I loved you, but now I choose myself. And it doesn't matter which choice will be made. The important thing is that it comes from a place of truth, not of pain, not of nostalgia, but of self-love. Dear soul, the angels say that a new story is being written at this very moment. It may start with a reunion. It may start with an ending, or it may start with someone completely new who is slowly approaching. And you need to be open, because the universe will test your discernment. It will put before you two options, the familiar and the promising. The familiar may seem safe, but is it true? The promising may seem uncertain, but is it what your soul has been praying for so long? This choice won't be rational, it will be intuitive. You will know. And when you know, you will feel peace. The angels reveal that a spiritual gift is coming to you, an unexpected encounter, a conversation that changes everything. A moment that will make you take a deep breath and think, this is what I needed. And in that moment, your soul will smile from within, because it's the sign that everything that seemed lost was just being prepared. You have given so much. You have gone beyond for someone who didn't know how to hold you, but now it's you who will receive. And it's not just anything. It's pure love, it's presence, it's truth, and above all, it's reciprocity. The kind of love that doesn't make you wonder if it's reciprocated because it's evident, felt, constant. Dear soul, allow yourself to dream again. Allow yourself to make space for new stories, new touches, new words. This person may indeed return with sincerity. However, if she doesn't come back or if she returns still confused, you will be ready to move on. Without anger, without drama, with love, with peace. Because your life doesn't stop for anyone. And now, more than ever, you understand that you deserve someone who wants to be with you with the same intensity that you desire. Someone who doesn't run away when they feel, who doesn't hide when they love, who doesn't shrink when life presses, but who stays, who chooses, who builds. And the angels celebrate this with you. They applaud you for having made it this far, for having endured the silence, the absence, the confusion, and still not having closed yourself off to love. Your faith will be rewarded, and very soon something beautiful will happen, something that will make you look back and say, every tear was worth it. Look at what has come to me now. You didn't lose time, you gained strength, you weren't rejected, you were redirected, and everything you experienced up until now has brought you exactly to this moment, a moment of rebirth, of renunciation of what hurts, of surrender to what heals. So from now on, promise yourself, I will never diminish myself to fit into someone. I love myself, I respect myself, I choose myself. Write this on a piece of paper, put it in your wallet and repeat it every day, because true love begins there, in the choice to remain faithful to yourself. And do you know what else? The angels. Say that. After you make this internal choice, this person will feel it, even from afar, because when we heal, the other soul feels the break. And either they evolve or they disappear, but in both cases you continue, and you continue in peace. Dear soul, your time has come, the time to love lightly, to live truly, to feel reciprocally. The wait is over. Now it's action, it's decision, it's freedom. If this message touched your heart, write in the comments. I close the cycles that bind me and open my heart to the new. I'm ready. And continue with your soul at peace, for the best is approaching. Dear soul, we have arrived at the most awaited moment, the part where everything that was hidden is illuminated, where all the tears you held, in silence, in the dark, in your most solitary moments, turn into answers. The angels now open a window in your soul, and through that window, the truth enters. No longer as a confused whisper, but as a clear and firm wind. That person hid something indeed, and that something changed your loving future, but now it's you who decides the outcome. What did they hide? In many cases it was love, in others it was regret, in others still it was fear. Fear of not being able to offer you what you deserved. But in all cases the point is the same. They remained silent when they should have spoken, and their silence put you in an unjust place of waiting. You waited for answers that didn't come, for explanations that never arrived, for a courage that wasn't born in time. But now, the courage is being born within you, and it's this courage that changes everything, because even if this person comes back, even if they tell the truth, even if they kneel before you asking for forgiveness, none of that has power. If you don't want it anymore, and at the same time, if your heart says yes, let it be a lucid, dignified, strong yes, not a yes that accepts less than you deserve. Dear soul, the angels show that something will happen in the next few days, a kind of spiritual re-encounter. It may be through a dream, a message, a look. It may be this person or another. But what matters is not the face, it's the energy, because what comes to you now is no longer confusion, it's definition. And if you ask me, but how will I know if it's true? The angel's answer is simple and powerful, because you won't feel fear. The right love doesn't leave you insecure. It calms you. It arrives slowly, but with presence. It shows itself without games. It touches without promising what it won't fulfill. And you, dear soul, are already prepared for this kind of love. You went through the pain. You've experienced emotional abandonment. You faced doubt, but all of this was your preparation, not as punishment, but as elevation. Because now, at the end of this message, you are no longer the same person you were before. You are no longer the one who waits. Now you are the one who chooses, who says this serves me or this no longer serves me, and this stance is your new portal. The person who hurt you, even if they didn't intend to, is also transforming. But it's up to them to decide whether they will evolve in time to catch up with you. Because you've already moved forward. You've already taken a step forward in your healing process. And love to walk with you needs to be at the same pace. Otherwise, it hurts, it locks up. And you didn't come into this world to live emotionally locked up. You came to expand. The angels now blow something very important. Don't be afraid to close this story if necessary. Not out of lack of love, but out of excess of self-love, because some stories end not out of anger, but out of maturity. And you already understand that love that binds is not love, it's attachment, and that love that silences you is not love, it's fear. You are ready to live the kind of relationship that looks into your eyes, that holds your hand, that walks by your side. The kind of relationship that doesn't put you in doubt, but in peace. And for this to happen, the angels ask only one thing: allow yourself. Allow yourself to be truly loved. Allow yourself to leave the waiting zone. Allow yourself to start over with whoever it may be, as long as it's with truth. Perhaps that person will still come back. Perhaps they will bring the answers you wanted to hear so much. But now you don't need that to move forward. Because your heart today already has clarity. It already understands that love begins within. That you don't need anyone to complete you, but rather someone who overflows with you. And if you feel that this person can indeed come back transformed, or that there is still something beautiful to be built, then receive, but receive calmly. With criteria, with the wisdom of someone who is not starting from scratch, but from the height of their own light. You've climbed important steps. You've climbed with pain, but you've climbed. And now you're in a different emotional place. A place where lies don't enter, where halves don't fit, where only what adds up remains. And the angels say, this place is sacred. Dear soul, if you've made it this far, know, this message was written for you. The universe brought you to these words because it saw your pain, heard your prayers, felt your strength, and now it wants to honor you with truths, with peace, with love. And here is the last sign that the angels have to deliver to you today. You were not forgotten. You were protected. Protected from relationships that wouldn't complete you, from loves that weren't ready yet, from stories that could break you. What is yours comes at the right time, in the right way, through the right door, and to seal everything we've experienced together in this message. I ask you, write in the comments, I am the answer to my own prayers. I choose truth, peace, and real love. This phrase is the symbol of your liberation. It's the last step before the new cycle begins. If this message resonated with you and your situation, write in the comments, it's time to live everything I once only dreamed of. Share your experiences in the comments. If you like this video, like and subscribe to the channel for more inspiring content. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.